Hey everybody, I'm Rick Beato. On today's Everything Music, we're going to talk about one of my favorite film scores from a sports movie. And it's the film score to Field of Dreams, which was written by James Horner.
It was you.
No, Ray. It was you.
Now, I made a video about this a long time ago that no one really has ever watched. It was hard to find on my channel, and I took it down thinking that I was going to re-edit it with what I know now because I made it in the first couple months of the right at the beginning of my channel. So this is what I've done. Let's get started. The first cue I'm going to break down is called Moonlight Graham. Now, I remember watching this with my kids the very first time when they were a few years younger. And my daughter Layla said when this theme was played, "That sounds spooky. That's scary." Now there's a reason for this, and it has to do with some of the intervals that James Horner is using in the piano part. Let's check it out. Any of you that have seen the movie remember that theme. It's a beautiful, haunting melody. Let me get into discussing what James Horner is doing here. Let's check it out. It starts out with a very low A bass note. But the theme is so simple. Okay, it starts on E. And the other hand goes like this. So that's the opening part. So what is he doing with this? Well, he starts with the low A bass note, and then the theme is in the right hand, E, A, G, F sharp, E, and the left hand is, at the same time, G, E, F sharp, G, A. If you look at the scale it comes from, well, you have A, and you have A Dorian is the scale it comes from. But what happens here in these? It starts out with the sixth interval from G to E. Okay? Then that expands up to E in the bass and A in the top. So, and here's the real first key that happens. This is where the real melancholy sadness comes in. That F sharp to G flat 9 interval, that minor 9 interval, is really powerful. And that collapses into a major 7th, same two notes, but now it's G, F sharp, so. And that walks down to that perfect 5th, which is so solid. So it starts on a major 6th interval from G up to C, and then it expands out to a compound perfect 4th, and then minor 9, major 7th, and then falls into AE, which is a beautiful perfect 5th, very stable cadence. And then he goes on the second time which is essentially just an A minor chord. So there's A minor, which fits in with our A Dorian or our A minor sound. Let's listen to it again. One more time. And it fades that off. The second part of the theme does a stacked fourths, so E, A, D, and at the same time the left hand is going G, E, A. So it's as if he's doing a partial A minor 7th sound. And then it walks inward. So when it goes to the D, and it's on the D, so we've got this interval, G, E, and then the E, A perfect fourth, that's a compound perfect fourth. And then we have A, D, which is another perfect fourth. And then it starts to walk up. There's your flat 9 interval, but this time it's B with a C, and then that resolves into that major 7th, just like it did on the F sharp to G, and then G to F sharp, and then D and A, then E and G. I believe that's what it does there. Yeah, okay, so you were in A, and then you've gone to the minor 5 chord. So let's listen one more time from the top. Six times. Repeat. The next thing that happens in the cue is this. Now that is simply an A major chord with an octave in the bass, and it's E, A, C sharp, so it's in the right hand, it's in second inversion. And then there's a root position D major chord with 5th on the top, and then G major with a 3rd on the top. So we've got this, but with the bass. And then back into the theme. Then it goes back to the A major, D major, G major. Then it goes back into the theme again. Then there's a little change. Check it out. There's your G. Opening theme again. Then repeating the A, D, G. Same thing with the opening. Then we've got B flat and D there. So as the lines are collapsing in on one another, this part, we've gone from the A and E, and the E rides down to D, and the A moves up to B flat, to that major 3rd interval. That B flat and D sets up the new section that's in G minor. And it begins with a left-hand arpeggio. This is that is a minor 9/11 sound. G, D, A, B flat, C, F, A, B flat. So you've got this little F major sus4 sound. Okay, so you got F major with a B flat added to it. That over G gives you a G minor 9/11 sound once again. So D, G. So let me put those two parts together. So that's the basic idea of this. Next, I'd like to talk about the cue called The Place Where Dreams Come True. And this is really my favorite part of the movie. It's my favorite music, and it's the one that I played at the beginning of the episode. It's where James Earl Jones's character, Terrence Mann, goes into the cornfield, and then Ray Liotta, or Shoeless Joe, is talking to Kevin Costner. Let's take a look at it.
It's my father. Ease his pain.
Go the distance.
It was you.
No, Ray. It was you.
So the melody. Let me show you how just this simple 2-line melody, because of the intervals in it, create this beautiful melancholy feel. Then to a flat 9 interval, which gives you that ache. Then G, passing tone, and then, which is simply an F major 7 9 chord. Then you've got F and G, and then he brings in that flat 9 interval again, E to F. Then it's D and F. Then to the major 7th interval there, that's really beautiful, C in the bass to B. Then they have a quick unison, and then A, D, and then walks down to B, and then G and B, a 10th, F and A, and then to an E flat Lydian chord. I'm playing B flat, E flat, A. 3 spots in there where those beautiful, beautiful dissonances are what make that cue. And he only needed 2 lines to do it. It's all about the intervals. That's all for now. Please subscribe here to my Everything Music YouTube channel. If you'd like to support the channel even more, you can purchase something from my store, such as the Beato book, which has all the music theory behind the things I'm talking about in the video. I also have other things in there, t-shirts and mugs. This is really what helps the channel keep going. Follow me on Instagram at RickBeato1, and if you want to support the channel even more, you can become a member of the Beato Club. You can find out about it by checking it out on my website. Thanks so much for watching.